At my first job, my manager saw that I was trying to cut corners on one of the processes, and he told me, he said, it might take a week, it might take a month, or maybe even a year until we review things and we see that you try to cut that corner. But at some point, it always is found and noticed. So you may as well do things right the first time instead of having to deal with it later. The Targum Yonasan ben Uziel points out that by the story of the Egla Arufa, which is a ceremony that's done of killing a calf when there is somebody that's found dead and we don't know who the killer is. The Targum Yonasan ben Uziel points out a detail that you probably never heard, that after the calf is killed, Hashem makes worms come out of the calf's body and they make a beeline directly for where the killer is located, and they show up right there, and this is the way that the killer gets caught because the court will now go ahead and try him for the murder that he committed. And on this note, the Masoras Habris points out is why Yosef HaTzadik was learning about Egla Arufa before he was sold, because he was telling his brothers that just like the worms identify who the killer is, if you try to kill me, Hashem will make sure that you're identified, and this is a way of him deterring them from trying to kill him. And it's something important that we should keep in mind to deter us from committing any sins, especially nowadays where Siri and Alexa are listening to everything we say. Google is tracking everything we do online, and Find My iPhone is able to find somebody that stole our phone. Hashem can do the same thing, all of this without technology. Just instead of Apple finding the criminal, it'll be a worm that's finding the criminal. So just keep in mind that Hashem is always watching and all of our actions are being monitored. So we may as well do things right the first time, as my manager said, instead of having to deal with it later. Something to keep in mind. I wish you all a great Shabbos.